Hi guys, Nat here, and if you saw my last video, you'd seen that I just set up my GT Amiga Prime Light cockpit, and I was waiting for the monitor stands. That has been a bit of a saga, and it took longer than anticipated, but we're finally set up. So yeah, I managed to get iRacing all installed. If you contact your local motorsport affiliation, so UK Motorsport, for us here in the UK, they do like an esports package, and you can take the upgraded membership, which is £27.99. It gives you a year's worth of iRacing, and you get a free Formula F4 car as well. So yeah, £27.99 for the year. It's obviously a lot cheaper than paying the monthly subscription, and it's a lot better than the introductory deals. So yeah, just worth mentioning if you've got a new account and you're looking to get started. So disclaimer before I start showing any driving footage: if you're watching this expecting to see driving tips or racing lines or what gear to be in, this isn't the video for you. If you're feeling self-conscious about your driving, yeah, keep watching. You'll probably feel a lot better. But yeah, obviously this is day one, that I'm going to show first at 2.5 times speed. For this I was actually only using one monitor. First lap I binned it on corner 5. Second lap I binned it on corner 6. Next lap I was feeling good. I got past those two corners and was like, oh, okay, the hard bit's done. Then I binned it on the next corner. So yeah, it was like lap 4 before I got my first full lap, and that was a 2:42 because I had a bit of a whoopsie, and I had to recover there. Then I was progressively getting faster with each lap. So at first it was just about getting around the circuit, trying not to have any incident points. Managed to get down to 2:19, 2:12. I think I ended with a 1:51. I didn't actually get much track time on day one because it was a lot of settings configuration and just getting used to the game and the car. Day 2 I had the triple screens set up, so I used the Dave Cam video who explained how to set them up properly. I used NVIDIA Surround, which yeah, I had no issues with. His guide was really great for how to configure in iRacing itself and what settings to change. So yeah, got those set up. I'll link a video even in the description below. So if you're struggling to get them set up, that should help. Yeah, my lap times were starting to get faster, but the big thing is consistency. So my last 3 laps were within like half a second of each other in the 150 range, which I was pretty happy with. Obviously I want to get my pace a lot faster, but as long as I'm consistent, then I feel like I can start to push harder. It's just building that consistency. Nowhere near on the limit of the car. Obviously there's probably way faster. I haven't checked what the race results were for last week because it was at the Okayama circuit in the rookies races for the MX5. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see that. Day 3, yeah, was feeling better at understanding the car. I think I've got the wheel settings where I wanted, and I don't feel like I'm wrestling that crocodile anymore. Managed to get down to a 149.094, so close to being under the 149, but not quite. I think Track Titan has me at a 148 something. So it's frustrating because I feel like when I nail the corner that I struggle with the most, I then make silly mistakes on other corners. And then when I do those corners perfectly, I mess up on the corner I tend to struggle with. I just can't seem to get it all to line up for one lap. So I know I've watched track guides, I know what I need to do. It's just being able to do that and doing it consistently lap after lap. But obviously I'm very early into my sim racing journey. I haven't raced at all since March when I had my Thrustmaster wheel and pedals, and obviously that was on Automobilista 2. Never played iRacing before, never used a load cell pedal, direct drive, everything's all new. So I've also got to keep that in the back of my mind that obviously this is going to be a long journey, and I'm thousands and thousands of hours away from probably being decent. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm looking forward to getting better, sticking with this circuit to just try and get that speed and consistency. Might try doing some AI races just to see how the AI is, and how I do there, and to just practice having other cars on the track, because obviously hot lapping's great at, getting a feel for the car, but I don't really have to pay attention to what's happening next to me or behind me because there's no other cars there. So just practicing a bit of racecraft and stuff, practicing rejoins, practicing hitting the pit lane, and using the speed limiter and things like that just before I look into getting into any actual races with humans, because I wouldn't want to take anyone out. Um, so yeah, lots of practice there. Might also at some point try Automobilista 2 again, just because that's what I was driving beforehand, and I was on the Castle Donington circuit there. So it'd be interesting to see, because I'd started to get a decent for me. I'd improved my lap time quite a lot on that track. So it'd be interesting to see how, if I could improve that with the new setup, or if I'd be slower or around the same, just as a bit of a comparison. But at the minute, I'm trying to stick to iRacing because obviously I've just got on it, and I'm trying to get as familiar as I can with the tyre model and the car handling and the mechanics, and I don't really want to confuse my little brain too much with different games and simulators and settings and stuff. But part of me is curious to see how I'd compare there. Um, but yeah, I will say it's quite interesting with the Mazda. Like sometimes I feel like I'm on a really good lap, and then across the finish line, and it's still like a 150, and I'm like, that felt like it should have been my fastest lap, but no. And then I hit that 149, which was a little bit of a surprise because I think I was slower in a couple of sectors than I usually was, but I made a bigger gain in the sector I normally struggle with, so it kind of still gave me that personal best. So yeah, it's just getting all the sectors to marry up and line up together. Um, but yeah, like I say, I'm having a lot of fun. Getting all the rig set up and stuff. It's been a journey. I'm not gonna lie, and I can see how it would be frustrating, especially if you're not very hands on, or you don't like the technical side and configuring settings and wiring. I still need to sort the wires out, but honestly, I was that excited to just get on and race that even when I had just the one screen, I just wanted to hop on and have some fun, because I originally ordered all of my stuff on March the 30th. So that's how long it's been. And then I got the sim rig assembled, and it was just sat there. Then I had an issue with the seat that I wanted, because I'm using a actual car seat from a BMW at the moment. Had some issues there, managed to get the right one sent out. And then since then, it's a little bit annoying because some of the prices for like the wheelbase and the wheel have dropped, and then the KS Pro wheel came out, and it wouldn't have been so bad if I could at least be using these things, but when they were just sat there waiting to be used because I couldn't set my monitors up, that was quite frustrating. And then the stand did arrive, but the back beam was too short, so I think it was made more for 27-inch monitors or for flat rather than curved, and I just didn't quite have enough leeway on each side of the bar to put the arms on, for the side monitors. So I went and had a longer beam. So I went and had a longer beam made from a different company, which I picked up yesterday. So yeah, it's looking a lot better. But yeah, like I said, it's still not perfect, still not perfectly aligned, but for me, it's more than usable. I'm just happy to be there and racing. I will say, triple screens, you do get a lot of heat off those monitors, and we are having a bit of a heat wave in the UK as well at the moment. So, assembling the monitor stand in the heat wasn't fun. I probably did swear a few times, feel like crying, probably on the verge of a mental breakdown. Um, But no, stuck with it, got it sorted, and then yeah, managed to get a couple of hours into iRacing, and it just made it all worth it, to be honest. So I'm glad I persevered, because I was so close to just boxing it all up and just being like, nope. But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. Um, yeah, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. Hopefully, I'll have some more practice sessions and a couple of AI races to post, presuming I can actually finish one and I don't end up being in it or rage quitting or anything like that. But yeah, stick around to see how my journey progresses, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you either on the track or in the next video. Thanks.